There's a new SoundLink Flex in town that updates the original I reviewed back in 2023. So what's new with the Bose SoundLink Flex second generation? What are you getting overall, and is it worth it? I'm Erin from Tech Gadgets International, and I'll tackle all of that in this review. Then I'll wrap up both the pros and the cons of this speaker, and you can see if it might be right for you. I would like to say a quick thank you to Bose for sending me the speaker at no cost. While the company did supply one for me to review, it didn't ask for and wasn't given permission to have any input into this review, so these thoughts are all my own. Bose SoundLink Flex second generation is a portable, slim, wireless, and rechargeable speaker designed to look nice and sound great. With a powder-coated steel grille and silicone-covered edges, it's both durable feeling and nice to look at. Bose says the finish will be peel and flake-proof and that it will resist UV and rust corrosion while maintaining its stylish look. I can say that after having spent about 2 years with the original, it has held up remarkably well. The speaker is rather weighty for its size, meaning it feels well made and durable but not too heavy. It's wide and narrow and can be used on its side, on its back, or hanging from its built-in webbed strap, but not stood up on one end since there's no feet to balance it. Sitting on its side with just a couple rubber nibs to hold it up does make it a little bit tippy, and on any kind of unstable surface like a boat or an RV, it will almost certainly flip over onto its back. Let's pause for a second to cover what's new with this version. In truth, there's not a whole lot that's been overhauled. Think mainly some small tweaks. The most noticeable upgrades include a reorganized button interface along the top, which now also includes a dedicated play-pause button and what's called the shortcut button. That button's handy because you can program it for different functions, like allowing it to access your voice assistant, immediately connect to Spotify, or to link two Bose Bluetooth speakers together with a tap. New in this version is the ability to adjust equalization settings as well using the Bose app. Your controls are fairly limited, but this is a nice-to-have feature that does give you a bit more personalization. And speaking of the app, it's pretty minimalist in terms of features, but it does allow you to view detailed battery life, adjust the volume, change your sources, or to manage multi-point connections, as well as program the new shortcut button on the speaker. One of the hazards of a portable speaker can be getting it wet. Just like the Gen 1, the Bose SoundLink Flex Gen 2 is rated IP67, meaning it's totally protected from dust and most water, and it can be temporarily immersed in up to 1 meter of water for up to about 30 minutes. Now, conveniently, the Bose SoundLink Flex 2nd Gen also floats, so it's unlikely you'd even be able to keep it submerged for long enough to cause damage. The portable speaker is designed for taking along with you on hikes, camping trips, RVing, and even on the water. Bose says it can withstand drops, crushing, and more abuse. In my limited tests, it seemed to hold up well. What most of you will want to know about is how this speaker sounds, so let's cut right to the chase. Baby, I'm a rolling stone. I got a lot of right in me. The Bose SoundLink Flex 2nd generation is a great sounding speaker. It's plenty powerful and can easily fill a room. The sound is well balanced, it's got good strong bass, and overall it's just top notch. The sound quality doesn't seem to be any different from the 1st generation, at least as far as I can remember it. I also tested it outside and found even at about 70% volume, it's still able to keep the yard grooving. Bose tells me the SoundLink Flex Gen 2 here brings back a technology called Position IQ, where an internal sensor can actually detect which alignment it's resting in, whether it's horizontal, hanging, or laying on its back, and it can adjust the audio for maximum clarity. Now that's cool, I guess, but I personally didn't really notice any audible difference when I used this speaker in different orientations. But then again, maybe that's the point. No matter how I use it, it should sound the same and sound good, right? One area where Bose could have and maybe should have made improvements is in the battery life. A full charge here will last you roughly 12 hours depending on the volume level you play at. A full recharge using the USB-C cable included should take about 4 hours. That lengthy charging time is a bit of a downside for me, as is the sort of lackluster battery life, and I'm kind of surprised the company didn't want to jack this up, since this is exactly the same battery life as its predecessor. There are many other speakers out there of similar size that can far outlast this one, so anyone wanting to go more time between charges might want to shop around. I will say though that the speaker does seem to go to sleep effectively, disconnecting and shutting itself down when it's not in use, so it's not going to drain drain your battery unnecessarily. Bose has a reputation for making its wireless speakers able to pair to multiple devices, like your phone and your computer, and the SoundLink Flex Generation 2 is no exception. You do need to manually switch between your sources, though. You can also pair with more than one SoundLink speaker for multi-room audio, and if you have two of the same model of speaker, two Flexes, for example, you can use them as a stereo pair. Linking your speakers in party mode is easy. Just tap the shortcut button on one speaker, wait for a voice prompt,
press the shortcut button on a second Bose Bluetooth speaker,
and then tap the shortcut button on the other speaker. This works really well to get multi-room audio, and it was incredibly convenient in my testing. Overall, I was a big fan of the original version of this speaker, and while I continue to be a fan of the upgraded version, I am a little disappointed that some upgrades weren't added to the speaker. Let's go over both the pros and the cons of this version to see if it might be a good pick for you. SoundLink Flex Gen 2 is small but portable and powerful. The sound quality is awesome, and it's easy to set up and easy to use, and it seems quite durable, plus it's waterproof and it floats. I also think people will love the new EQ feature and the shortcut button, plus the ability to create a stereo pair with another Bose speaker and to connect to multiple devices. What are the potential downsides? The total battery life hasn't improved, and it's just on the okay side, and it does take hours to fully recharge. If you can get past these minor downsides, then I think you're going to love the SoundLink Flex Generation 2. It sells for about $189 Canadian or $149 US, and I've reviewed several Bose speakers. You can check out a couple of other options or see what the competition is up to right now.